Question 14. Which statements about a molecule of Cl and O is or are correct? 1. Is it a polar molecule? 2. It contains 6 lone pairs of electrons. 3. It has a bond angle of 180 degrees. First of all, let's look at the valence shell. With the valence shell, the element electronegativity for chlorine is 3.1, nitrogen is 3, and oxygen is 3.5. So therefore, they will be polar. Here's the structure here. So we're looking at valence shell. Nitrogen is in group 5. So nitrogen here is group 5. Oxygen is in group 6. And chlorine is in group 7. And that's their group, which means chlorine will have 7 electrons in the outer shell. 7 electrons in the outer shell. Nitrogen will have 5 electrons in the outer shell. So those are the green ones. 2, 3, 4, 5. And oxygen will have 6 electrons in the outer shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number of electrons in the outer shell tells us what group they belong to. Now, when we form a bond together with all 3 of them, this is the bond, and we can count the number of lone pairs here. So that's 1 lone pair, that's 2, 3, and this is 4, 5, 6. So that meant that 2 is correct. It contains 6 lone pairs of electrons. So that's correct. Also, it is polar. It's polar because there's a difference in electronegativity, all 3 of them. This is more polar, this is less polar. So there is polarity. So therefore, the molecule is a polar molecule. En stands for electronegativity values. It has a bond angle of 180 degrees. Well, because there's a lone pair here and there's no lone pair here, there's a repulsion between this one and there's a repulsion between that and that. And there's no repulsion. The only repulsion here is between this and this. So therefore, this will bend a bit down. It will not be 180 degrees. It'll be more like that shape because of those repulsion. Therefore, it has no 180 degree bond angle. So 3 will be wrong. So the correct answer is 1 and 2, means 1 and 2 is B. So I'll write B here.